With over 4 decades of experience in the baking industry, IY Confectionery stands as a towering figure, having left an indelible mark on the world of pastry arts. Our journey began with a passion for creating delectable treats, a flame ignited by the aroma of freshly baked goods. Fueled by this early inspiration, she embarked on a path that would see her rise to prominence as one of the most respected figures in the business. Throughout her illustrious career, IY Confectioneries has crafted exquisite confections for an array of distinguished clientele, including politicians, celebrities, and royalty. From intricately designed wedding cakes to elaborate showpieces that grace the tables of state banquets, her creations have delighted palates and captured the imaginations across the globe. Beyond her impressive portfolio of edible artistry lies a deeper legacy, one of resilience, determination, and unwavering dedication to her craft. Despite her numerous accolades and accomplishments, IY Confectionaries remains remarkably humble, always attributing her success to God, hard work, passion, and the support of those around her. Not content to keep her knowledge and expertise to herself, IY Confectionaries has also served as mentor to countless aspiring bakers, imparting wisdom gleaned from years of experience. She believes fervently in the power of mentorship to nurture talent and foster growth, instilling in her students the same passion and drive that have fueled her own success. Join me as I make welcome of the CEO and creative director of IY Confectionaries. Yay! It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mommy. Yeah, so let's get straight to the business.
Okay.
So, Mommy, I want to ask how you started baking business. What inspired you? How did you start the baking business, ma?
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I was brought up in an environment where, pastries, continental dishes are very much, served in a way, especially to foreign visitors.
Okay.
I was brought up in a very beautiful environment where you cannot afford to be lazy.
Okay.
So from there, I saw a lot of people coming in to work for us, and somehow my granddad that brought me up believed in children learning something on time and early, and he will always tell you to go to where they are working and see what other people are doing. So that I felt that this is something a lady should learn. A lady should not be lazy. So I developed interest from there, and I started putting my hand in little, get a little money, buy margarine. That time I used to buy Blue Band margarine.
Wow.
And of course, Blue Band margarine was a very beautiful margarine that time.
Wow.
And whatever you do with Blue Band margarine will always come out beautiful.
Including baking?
Yes, including baking.
Wow.
I'm not trying to advertise for them, but practically I'm telling you how I started it and how it went well for me. Though that time too, I think we had a planter butter. I know we had a couple of them. I think we had Hanko butter too. And you just felt that Hanko butter is too soft. But as time goes on, I started putting my hands, checking this and checking that.
And this is over 40 years.
Over 40 years.
Wow.
Seriously, I started baking in 1979.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
1979, just doing it for my cousins. Let them have a taste. Okay, let them have a little taste.
Okay.
From there, my cousins will bring their friends, and they will say, "Auntie, please, can you make something for my friend? Her birthday is coming up tomorrow."
Wow.
And before that birthday, I would have, bought the butter, cream it with hand, and then bake it for that friend. Icing it that time was not too difficult for me, but because I was young, I was looking at how I can ice. And do you know that that time I think I bought my first nozzle and icing gun for 3 naira also. I think I bought it for 3 naira, yes. And it was a very big pack like this. I bought it at Udutola stores that time.
With the full pack
yes, the full pack of everything. 3 naira. And I kept it. I still have some of them till now, telling you that those things that were made in old times, they still last long. So that's what I have seen about that. I'm still using some of them today. Yes. Yes, I'm still using some of them. It's like, this is my instrument, I can't do without it.
I remember I saw a bow and you said it's over 20 years.
Those things, I keep them and I make sure I preserve them. I remember one of my aunties gave me a ceramic bowl with this medium mixing machine, and she kept it. She brought it from UK in the early 80s or late 70s. She brought it from UK and she kept it, and then she said, I can take it now that she's old and she's not baking. So I kept it the way she kept it, and that machine is still working up till now.
Wow,
so you can imagine a machine that has been done since 1970, and then the woman brought it home and the thing is still working. So those are the things that inspired me, that with these things you can use them to do a lot of work. And I wasn't thinking about money anyway. I wasn't thinking about the charging people to make money. I didn't think I wanted to make money in cake baking. I just want to give people to eat, and I want to offer them something good, not just cake, but something good, with nice butter or margarine to make it. I would look at of course, do you know I'm a nurse?
Yes.
I'm a retired nurse. I practiced for 35 years in nursing. And I entered the School of Nursing in 1981.
Okay.
I finished in 1984.
Okay.
And that time in School of Nursing in Djibouti, I would make cakes and I would bring for my classmates. From there, some of them started calling me to make their wedding cakes.
Wow, wedding cakes?
Yes.
Wow.
2 of them got married in 1984 and 85, and they gave me the privilege of making their wedding cakes.
Wow.
So they never thought that I am young like them. And of course, you have a lot of elderly people that does that, and the elderly people make beautiful cakes. But these people felt that this is our classmate, she can make it.
Wow, yeah.
So the first one I made, the chairman of that day was so impressed that she said I should get up.
Wow.
Yes, I wish I could show the photograph.
Wow.
And I was trying to manage some things. I wanted to make layers and make ladder, So I used cardboard to make the ladder by myself. I sealed it together and I made the thing in a form of step.
You have been giving your best since 90s.
Yes,
yeah. I can remember you did my sister's wedding cake, my brother's wedding cake.
Yes.
And for my dad when they were doing their marriage.
Yeah. Okay. There's something about cake making. Okay. When people are impressed, when people love what you have done, they will always call you. And that's what I have seen. Yes. I put my best. When I come back from work, then it is cake. When I'm in my place of work as a nurse, it is nursing purely. Wow. So it's a passion. And, that passion makes me to be happy. My nursing is a passion too. I'm still practicing nursing.
And you love to care for people.
Yeah, I care for people. Yes. Probably that's why I love
take care of you
cake making,
Yeah,
so it's a real beautiful passion. So coming from nursing, which is different from baking, but I see all those things as hospitality. Your nursing job is you care, you help people to get back to their nearly normal condition. So I love the two. And once I come back from nursing, well, I work in a maternity hospital for about 23 years before I retired in 2016.
Okay.
And I loved everything about nursing. So up till now, I still give community services.
Wow.
Yes, I go to villages, from the church. The church will gather elderly. So I still love my nursing because in the church, almost every Sunday, everyone that is a nurse, whether retired or still in active service, we have to attend to people.
Wow.
Yes, we have to attend to people. So that cannot make me to forget nursing. And at the same time, when I get back home, I bake.
Mommy, but you coming from work and you're tired and you still baking is very easy.
No, I'm never too tired of those. And the beautiful thing about it is that it is the way you offer those things to people. I don't do cakes that will make people not to be happy. I do cakes that will make people to say, wow, this is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow,
that's
this is
true.
beautiful.
Because we don't do small cake.
And
we do big
yes,
cake.
I make big
Mommy.
cakes. And thank God for the late Iyalo de Alabalosin.
Wow.
She trusted me so much in that cake making. And she will always call me and say, I know you can do it.
Wow.
Can you make cake for Chief Obasanjo, Baba Basanjo, our former president? I have made cake for him. I made cake for our Baba Kabiyesi Oshile.
Wow.
That's about Iyalo de Alaba Oluwaseun Lawson, late.
Wow.
Beautiful woman, may her beautiful soul rest in perfect peace. She had taken me to so many places. I made cake for our Baba, Oba Dr. Adedapo Adewale Tejuosho, on her 80th birthday. But before that time, I think I made his 10th year coronation anniversary cake. Yes, and it was large anyway.
Yeah, it's always large. When it comes to IY, it's always great.
Made cakes for the Oloris too. Have made cake for retired Justice Yetunde Adewale, Dr. Adeyemi Olayiwola Adeyemi, the Alaafin of Oyo, the late Alaafin of Oyo.
Great.
Yeah, his 80th birthday, and I had to go to Oyo with Mrs. Lawson.
Wow.
Yes, to set the table for Baba, and he was very happy. I have made cake. Now I'm making cake for Kabiyesi, our Kabiyesi. That's my royal father. That's Kabiyesi,
I remember
a lot of them.
Yeah, my 50th birthday cake.
Yes,
yeah,
I made it for you too.
Yeah.
For so many people.
So many.
Honestly. In fact, the one that you will be, you will love is most of the young ones that I make cake for that mark their first birthday.
Yeah,
I've had a course, yes. In fact, I made christening cake for one. She became a doctor. She got married and I made her wedding cake.
Wow. Oh my God.
I made cake for our builder Sunji Adeniro and the wife. I made cake for my pastor. The list is endless. In fact, my own daughter's wedding cake, the people that I've mentored came together. And I told them that they should not worry that all of you came, and I said this is the idea of what I want. And when you were gathering everything together, I said I think you are moving the way I want it, and I don't want you to make small cake, make it
massive,
massive. And I have a sister that loves massive cake. That's Kemi Bada. She will tell you, Auntie, make it massive. I said no problem. So I love big cakes because it's always come out beautiful.
Wow.
And I love making roses.
Yeah, mommy does not do small cakes, so big cakes, like big cakes. And if she wants to turn cake like by herself, mommy has to thank God for strength. We say big grace, thank God for strength. Because mommy is looking ageless, young, and beautiful. You have created cakes for so many influential figures. Can you tell us some memorable experience from the cakes you've made?
The one I made for Chief Olusegun Obasanjo through Yalo de Lossin, I was impressed when Baba himself took the knife and cut the cake.
Wow.
He ate out of the cake and gave some. So he decided to cut for some people, and he said, "You take, I will take the biggest one." So I was impressed that in presence of everybody there, Baba ate the cake. Yes, you know, it made my heart, you know, I was glad, you know, to see that kind of a person eat my cake. That's one. I think I have a family that I have a sister who has become my family, who loves fruit cake. It's just the fruit cake. And if she doesn't see high-wise fruit cake, she won't eat.
If you taste mommy's fruit cake, if you taste mommy's fruit cake, I remember my sister, my brother told my sister that his wedding cake that his daughter ate out. Yes, his daughter ate out of the his wedding cake. I was really
Auntie BC Lambo will take my cake to UK.
Wow.
Yeah, she left for UK some weeks back, and she had to book for real good fruit cakes, about 4.
Wow.
And she took it with her because she has an in-law who is an English person, a Briton, who loves my cake. And we always tell them, bring that lady's cake when you come.
Serious?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Mommy is global. Yeah. My question now is, how do you stay relevant in an ever-evolving industry like baking?
I love what is going on. I love what is going on because a lot of young ones are into it, and it is because some of us has mentored them. Those that waited to be mentored are doing very well, and they are making their money. It's not a bad thing for you to go out and learn something. You can be, you know, don't count your age, but count what you're going to get and the satisfaction in your heart, you know. And I just want to say, don't overwork yourself because of money. You make the money once people sees you, and once they like what you do, definitely you make the thing. But one thing about me is that I don't think of the money. I think of what I'm going to do for the people.
And you should not think of the money.
Yes, and what they are going to, you know,
for the people.
And then the taste, the thing you are offering them must be clean, must be good, must be something they will remember, and they will say, that lady made that thing for me and she did it well. You know, those are the things that I love about
so
cake
don't
making.
Focus on money.
So not on money, because money makes a lot of people to lose their customers. You know, but when you know what you're doing, your customers will remain. So you think of what you want to offer people. Where I work, I don't allow people to just come in anyhow, and I don't allow people to gas. Where I'm working, don't try it, because that's a place where people are not seeing what you are giving them to eat. So it's like I told many of my students and those that are mentored, when people are not seeing you with what you are preparing, please make it in a form that you don't mess up the place and you don't mess even ordinary gassing from your body. Just go out and do that. Wash your hand, come back in. Your workplace must be good, so that your customers will always be happy when they eat and they are not eating poison.
You have once told me that if you do your things neatly, like your customers might not be there, but if you do your things neatly, that
God
things
is
will be
looking at you.
and things will be going well for you.
Things will go well.
Yes, you have once told me before.
That is my own thing. That is the way I work anyway. People may talk, people may say, what is wrong with that? Is it not natural thing? I say, no. I don't want it. Because if you gas in the presence of people, you're like, what is this? But in the place where you are making food for people, don't try it.
Don't try it.
So I don't try it, and I don't want anybody to try it.
Thank you.
So
okay.
Well, relevance in the business, you have to be focused, one, and then you have to know what is going on in the world.
Yes,
thank God for Nigerian bakers, because they are doing well.
Okay.
They bake good, a lot of people bake good cakes, and they dress it superbly, right? And a lot of people, the perfection is what we're talking about.
Yes,
when you are nearer perfection, go back and learn. It is no one is an island, and don't say I don't want to do this. There are many classes that you can do. I know I've once organized classes for people. I still do it, and for myself, I think I was a junior person came and said, "Auntie, I think you need to see this that I do." And I said, "Okay, I'll pay money."
Wow.
And I paid and I went. Yes, I paid. I went there. She was happy that I paid. I said, I am happy too, because I know I do this, but the method you use is faster and better, and I love it. Thank you. You know, that's how to learn. You can pay a little money to learn a lot of things,
and
it will bring it will bring money for you. Some people will say, with the little I have learned, I should be able to do many things. But you have to take a little bit of time to learn this cake making. Some will tell you that within 2 weeks you get it. You can get some things within 2 weeks. But you can't get all within 2 weeks. And then you now be fumbling.
Yes.
When they tell you to make a kind of particular cake.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes,
some people can tell you that I can make red velvet very well. I can make strawberry, carrot cake. Is it not the recipe? Once I look at it on Instagram, YouTube, and this and that, I should be able to get it. No, it's not like that. Practically, you have to get a mentor.
Yes.
And let that person mentor you or train you. Yes. When you are well trained, you can always go back to that your mentor. That I have seen this, and I want to thank you for what you have done for me, because I think I am now better than what I used to be. That's how life is, you know. Like I said, I still want to continue saying it, that no one is an island. You can learn from a younger person, but younger person will learn better from an elderly person, and you learn more. You learn a lot from an elderly person because of experience. So those are the things that I've seen that has kept me in the business.
Wow, Can you share a story of a particularly challenging project you've worked on, and how you managed to succeed?
There are so many of them. Seriously, I will quickly cite two. I think I was told to make 8 steps that will result into about 9 feet cake. For someone that I had to climb a ladder to fix it. And I felt that, how am I going to do this cake? Of course, I had people that were with me, and we said, let's go, let's just start. Okay, mount 2 together, don't let it break. Mount another 2, collapse the seats of the vehicle, put it there, and let's go. When we got there, many of them were afraid. I was the only one left to arrange the cake. I arranged it, and while I put the last one, it was like coming down from the ladder, and the last one was following me. Somehow, I just grabbed the last one, and I said, you will not break. Don't break. I'm going back to put you. And I went back and I did.
Wow, what an experience. So nothing happened to the cakes?
No, nothing.
Wow.
There's another one that I was to carry to Fafa Ijebu side. And I got a driver that was driving me. The cakes were, put in a kind of, we just arranged the cakes at the back, and the man was happy that we got to Ijebu Mushi, where we were going. And the next thing that When he saw that he was there and he was happy, he just slammed the brake like this. The cake stumbled. And the wedding was for the second day. So when I got to that place, I was to do the decoration. Of course, I did it. And I was.
You did the decoration?
Yes. That time we were using balloons. So I was looking at how do I mend this cake. Fortunately, I took some things with me, and I told the guys, "You go and be doing this and that and that and that. I will finish this cake." And I could not sleep till the next morning. I finished it.
The tension, the pressure.
There were flowers that I was supposed to put. I did the flowers again. I did, this sugar roses. I did it, and I finished it. And
wow.
When we got to the hall, nothing happened. Yeah, that one was like that, and I think if there are things that are happening to you as a baker, you just have to check what and what. Maybe because I know there are challenges. In fact, challenges more than dressmaking. When you bake some cakes and you have a kind of challenge that probably this cake failed, it doesn't mean the end of the world.
It has happened to me.
You have to start again.
I was taking a cake.
It's either you start again, or you make sure that before you start baking, you caution yourself. Most of the time, I caution myself before I bake. So I have my own special recipe that I use. I have my way of baking. I have the amount I put in the baking tin. I have the temperature that I want to, use to finish the baking. I don't want to say because I'm in a hurry, the cake will burn. I have learned that over time, so I don't do it again. And those are the things that can make a baker to lose, interest in baking, and can make them to lose in making money. So learn what you want to use and make the best. Okay.
I remember there was a time that I got another a wedding cake. So I stacked all the cake. The fourth year I stacked it from home. The cake, my bakery is at Itaoshi, and before the cake got to Lumuri, the cake, everything scattered. So when the driver, because I told the driver that I was going to meet him in school, FCE. So when the driver got to Oshele, the driver was just calling me, "Hello, Ebenezer, cake that the cake has fallen, it has scattered. That I should bring the things I'm going to use." So it was when I got to the event, I had to fix it. I had to put roses where it got affected. But thank God.
You see, in that kind of situation, you don't tell drivers to bring them for you. Yes, you don't. It's either you have an apprentice that is learning fast and can help you. Some apprentices can be very helpful. Because they want to they want to have that kind of bakery too. So they are always cautious, and they know that when I'm taking this for my boss, I have to be careful. And then there is a kind of vehicle that you can use to convey your cakes. The vehicles that has flat back, flat boot. When you place your cake, that cake will stand well. And it depends on the support you have given the cake. In 1980s, 1990s, we don't put all this our doorway rod like that. Yes. And we make the cakes and it will not break. And it is always royal icing, and it will stand. I have stacked 5 cakes together and I took it to Ibadan. One of my apprentices, a male, had to put it on his laps, and we got to Ibadan perfectly well on the wedding day. It was on the wedding day that without the road. Nothing like that. The only issue is that it's not as high as what we make now.
But no, we stand.
Yes, we don't put any dowel rod that time at all, and it will stand. But now, maybe because of production of the materials we use now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the cost. But before, when you make cakes, this is how it stands and it will not fall. So these days, learn how to stack your cakes together. And meanwhile, for endangering yourself in stacking 4 cakes together will make you to lose your money and your customer if you are not careful. You split the cake.
That was since then I've been splitting.
If you want to put 2 together so that it can be fast when you want to put it on themselves on the top of the largest one when you get to the events, you put 2 or you even leave the 4. When you get to the event center, then put the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, and then whatever you want to fix on it, you fix on time. I can risk, putting 3 together, but I'm the one that will carry it.
Yes, ma.
I can risk putting 4 together, but I'm the one that will drive the vehicle because I'm always careful and I want to see, is that thing okay? If I may drive to a point, I try to check it is in place and then I continue. By the time I get there, I'll just ask for help. Can you help me? Let's carry this thing together to the cake table. So don't risk what you know you cannot mend on time. Don't risk it. So separate your cakes. Use good separators, or dowel rod. Make sure you put a lot, and then your cake will have good seat. Yes, it will sit well and it will not crack. So those are the things that I've seen.
Thank you. So, Mommy, what accomplishments are you proud of, and what goals do you still hope to achieve?
My accomplishments, so much. For those that have trained, they are doing well. And that's the thing that is making the joy that I have. In fact, they are doing well. Some of them have traveled out of the country. Some of the guys does decorations. Some cook foods. They make small chops. They are making their money.
I remember when Auntie Ife wanted to do a wedding.
Yes, a lot of people came
for
around.
Small chops.
Those are
and
the people that I have trained. Yes, there are many of them around. A lot of people I cannot even remember. Thank you.
Yes,
and of course, my goal is still to be relevant in that business and still be making it and
making it big. Wow, I love that, Mommy.
God is on the throne.
Okay, Mommy.
Yeah, God is on his throne. He will not leave his home. And I just want to encourage those that are in the business and even a lot of young ones that are doing their own things. They are doing their work.
Yes,
you are doing your work. You want to make money. You will certainly make money when you take it easy. You will make money when you know what you are doing. You will make money when you satisfy your customers, how you attend to them, how you talk to them, how you present those things. Of course, a lot of people are talking about packaging. Well, packaging may be good, but you can do some packagings that may not be nice. Or packaging that will come with good results. Those are nice packagings, right? But not packaging that when you open, it is something else that you will find. So let's know the kind of packaging that we do. Let's know the kind of cake we offer people. Let's know the kind of materials we buy. Don't just add this and that to your cake that will look poisonous, okay? Because a lot of materials are outside and people want to that thing will raise my cake. Yes, that thing will preserve. No. You just have to do good things for your customers and let them eat good things. It is their system. Whatever you put inside.
Thank you so much, Mommy, for your time. Thank you so much. Immediately I told Mommy that, Mommy, I want to do this. She said, okay, come, my son. Mommy is so nice. She's so accommodating. Thank you so much, Mommy.
Some of the things that stood out for me in our session were, 1, learning on time. Our granddad, with whom she lived, believed in timely learning for children, which gave her a significant advantage. I find this relatable because I started learning baking immediately after finishing secondary school. and I have been baking ever since. I discussed this in one of my videos in Edifying Bakers, emphasizing the importance of nurturing children's passion for any skill they show interest in. This approach can make a huge difference. Similarly, with IY Confectionaries, after she pursued her baking education, it was like iron sharpening iron. She has been baking continuously since then, always giving her best to her customers. Another thing that stood out for me in her session was when starting out, focus on providing value, not just making money. She emphasized that her priority was always on delivering value, often giving free cakes to her friends, which eventually led to orders for wedding cakes. I find this very relatable. During my time in school, I frequently gave free cakes to my classmates and roommates, which helped me gain popularity. On one occasion, my friend's sister asked me to make a cake for her. After she shared it with her friend, I received numerous orders for birthdays and even wedding cakes. By focusing on value and giving your best, money and bigger opportunities will naturally follow. And lastly, another key lesson for me is that being relevant requires staying focused and keeping up with industry developments. There will be many challenges that might make you want to give up. For instance, IY Confectionaries mentioned that when she started, the rods weren't used for stacking cakes, yet the cakes remained stable during transport. As industry evolved, dough rods became standard for cake stacking. Similarly, I've had to learn outdated methods and adopt better techniques for making whipped cream, fondant, and more. It's crucial to stay informed and continually upgrade your skills. Additionally, the baking industry comes with its own set of challenges, such as cake failures. However, it's important to stay focused and never give up because you've got this. To wrap up, I want to remind you all that at Edifying Bakers, we are here to uplift and support bakers and aspiring entrepreneurs. Stay passionate, keep learning, and face every challenge with determination. Remember, you have the talent and drive to succeed, and we are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Keep shining and never give up. Your best days are ahead.